this is something I'm actively working on now and restructuring my perspective on it. It's often worth spending more to buy a better quality item, even if you want to save money. You might be thinking, what is he talking about? I'm trying to spend less instead. Let me explain, and I'll start with a life story. I have always spent very little on myself and set very strict limits on personal spending. This seemed like smart money management to me. For example, if I needed to buy a new jacket and I had two options. The first one I didn't really like, but it was quite cheap. And the second, which was, let's say, 20% more expensive, but more suitable in design as well. I always chose the more affordable option. This applied to everything that wasn't intended to teach me new skills, develop my experience, or make me stronger. In this case, I invested in myself very easily. So, for example, it was okay for me to spend $1,000 totally a year on clothes, entertainment, and other unnecessary expenses. And I was already embarrassed that this money they could actually work. However, at the same time, I very easily invested several thousands of dollars at once to buy new courses or books. I also risked tons of thousands of dollars testing new business strategies and so on. Yes, I very rarely bought even inexpensive items for myself because I always thought that what I spent could make more income and not become useless. But now I think differently. I still don't spend tons of cash on something that don't directly develop me. But in recent years, I've understood a lot. For me, it's all about the state that the things around give you, and this state directly affects your efficiency. Well, I want to share with you 3 of my observations. First, your things give their energy to you. Now I have definitely decided for myself that it's better to pay more and surround myself with things that will give me required charge, not to take it away. As you understand, I have an experience on both sides of the issue, and now I'd rather buy an expensive but good laptop that will, work quickly and with no glitch. I will buy a high-quality microphone, paying hundreds of percent more so as not to spend myself fixing poorly recorded audio tracks. In the end, I'll buy clothes that make me feel confident and comfortable, because all this will help me make even more money eventually. Any of these investments will pay off many times over. It's like buying a Rolex and using it for decades, or choosing a cheaper copy and constantly repairing it. Now, when the question arises of how much to pay, I choose between money and my condition, which I'm going to acquire. Almost always the right condition wins. Once again, I still spend money very modestly on myself. I restrain my desires quite often and always remember that money actually should work. But I take it easier than before. Second, remember that stingy pays twice. And once again, I was convinced of this quite recently, which is even a little bit strange. But indeed, in an attempt to save, very often you end up spending more. I have faced this several times over the past year. You find an item you like in a mall, take a photo for later and forget. After a while you come across it in your feed, find it on the internet and see that the price is lower. You're happy that you'll pay less for something you like, and then you receive a product of low quality. And yes, you lost time, money and nerves. Is it worth it? I decided for myself that it would be better if I skip all these unnecessary steps and immediately pay good money for a good thing. The desire to thoughtfully and carefully manage your money is wonderful, and I believe that without this skill it's extremely difficult to build a successful business. But you need to distinguish this from stinginess. I myself keep track of absolutely all my expenses and income. I always know how much money and where it goes, and yes, I don't throw it away left or right. But now I choose quality. I think everyone will understand this sooner or later, learning from your own experience. And of course, yes, make your own choice, because everything I share on this channel is just my personal point of view. Third, the lack of irritation from using things is worth paying the price. When I was about 12 years old, I promised to myself to buy only high-quality devices after I start making decent money. I think that was the very first step towards what I'm talking about in this video. Even then I understood that quality things are worth paying for. And I hate when my devices start to glitch, slow down my work, or simply break down. So the choice between cheap and high quality is obvious for me. I don't remember if I told this story before, but when I started working at my first Web3 startup, I had a fairly budget Windows laptop. It really wasn't fast and I would have been able to do, a lot more if my main tool hadn't slowed me down. Then I bought myself a MacBook. I will be honest, I'm not a fan of macOS at all, but the speed of my work has increased very much. And it's worth to mention that I recouped my investments of the day of purchase. It's very important for me not to feel negatively from the things that surround me. I reach new heights when nothing distracts me from the process and even helps me to move faster. These were 3 lessons I've learned over the years about whether it's worth saving on yourself or it's better to evaluate any purchase as an investment. Guys, thank you very much for watching this episode, for watching all my other videos. I highly appreciate it. Don't forget about it. So if this episode was useful, give me your like, give me the comment below to explain which part was the most, valuable for you. If it wasn't useful, don't forget to give me your dislike as well. Write the comment below in any case to explain your position, so just to let me know what should be improved next time. Follow my channel and see you in the day after tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much.